Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another tutorial. I wanted to make this video let's make an open world RPG because I am going to be working on my game as I do this tutorial, but it's mainly just a regular tutorial of this script called Galv's fishing mini game. So during the course of this tutorial, I'm going to be going over how to set up a fish, how to set up fish items, fishes, and actually I'm going to show you how to set up the fishes, how to set up the bait, and everything else. So in this episode, we're just going to focus on the script part, and I'm basically going to be explaining to you guys what most of this stuff does. If you actually read it, it shouldn't be that hard for you to set up, but some people don't like reading. So let's get started. I'm gonna pause the video real quick. Okay, before we actually start with the tutorial, this might not be the best way to do this, but it's the way that I would do it. The first thing I would do is first start by configuring the fishes that are actually going to be in our mini game. So basically all we have to do is skip all of this and then come over here to where it says fish do not touch. Fish setup right there. Before we actually look at any of these, because the first time I saw it I was like, what does all of these mean? I'm actually gonna do something real quick that I do not suggest you do, but this is mainly for myself. Basically I'm going to cut, move this all the way up here. Where's a good spot? Fish setup, here it is. I'll put it right here. So basically I just moved all of that, and if you did what I did and you want to find out if you messed up something or not, just go ahead and play test it and make sure you don't get any errors. You shouldn't get any errors because you're that was a little bit too loud. Pausing video real quick to turn off all the sounds. Okay, so now that I've place tested it and found out that the script isn't by any means broken by what we did, I can now start with the editing stuff. And also, you may or may not have noticed this isn't my regular computer that I usually use. I'm using my other computer, which is kind of slower than my other computer, actually a lot slower than my other computer. So if you see any lag, please forgive me. My other computer is currently unavailable for my use, and also I'm using my new microphone, which picks up every single sound. So if you hear a hum in the background, I'm sorry, my microphone picks up everything, like literally. You could hear a pin drop with these. Okay. Oh yeah, fishes. So basically we're gonna go all the way up here. If it's for you and you didn't change this, it will be down after fish number 4, but for me it's all the way up here so I could know what I'm doing before I actually edit them. So basically here it will show you all the explanations for all the stats of the fishes that you need to configure. Since I'm a newbie to this too, yes, I'm a newbie to this. I've read through this 4 times to get a hang of it, and I've been doing some experiments to actually know what I'm doing. So yeah, I know what I'm doing now. So basically I'm gonna go ahead, I will regularly explain all DC, but they're well explained in the description, which is right there. So graphics is basically that I'm gonna do it anyways. Graphics is a graphic of the image that you use, so you could definitely set up your own fish graphics if you, I was gonna say fishes, it's just fish, right? I'm pretty sure it's just fish. If I say fishes, forgive me. If it's right, then don't worry about it. So you can set up your own fish graphics and make your fish any kind of fish you want. You could get some images from Google and use them as your fish. Fish speed is how fast your fishes swim. The default value is of course 10, not of course, but still. Pull is when you pull is when you take your rod and you throw it in the fish, and the fish bites it, and the fish wants to get away. That's basically the force of the pull that the fish is going to be exerting on the fish. If the fish pull more than your rod pulls, then it's either gonna break or get damaged, I believe. Move type is a kind of movement that the fish will get. You have option between -1 to 2. Unmovable is basically stuff like rocks, and it's basically just there to hinder your fishing rod. So if you accidentally catch a rock, it's gonna break the the fishing rod more, because it's a rock and it's heavy and you can't pull it up with a fishing rod, apparently. Inanimate is basically stuff like chest. If you want to have chest under the water and you want to make it like a secret treasure hunt, so you can use your fishing rod and get a chest and then you could get it, you could do that. Passive, apparently normal fish movement, and erratic is basically the fish is going to be changing directions more often and will stretch the line only when fish is pulled. I read that 100% off of that. Okay, level is high or high low the fish can go. You could set a minimum and a maximum height and depth your thing can go. X position is basically the position that you want your fish to start always, and you could use the -1 to set it at random. Item is basically when you catch the fish, what item are you going to receive. You can make it so when you catch a fish you get one. Wait, can you do that? Okay, no, you could make it every time you catch a fish, instead of catching the fish you catch a boy. I don't get that, but you catch a fish, or you can make it when you catch a fish you actually get a gold bar and you can sell it for $5 billion or something like that. Basically the item in your inventory, which I'm pretty sure everyone is just going to make it a representative of the fish that they just caught to make it into a fish. But if you want to do that with the gold bar, every time you catch a small fish you get a gold bar, every time you catch a big fish you get a coal. You could do that if you want. Bait type, okay, bait type is the type of bait that your fish can actually get. So you could set bait type, you can make a bait 1, bait 2, bait 3, and then when you make your fish you could decide which bait is actually gonna bait the fish. So you can make it so that the fish is only baited by bait 1 and bait 2 and not bait 3, or make it bait 3 and bait 3 but not 1, or just make it bait 1. So when you cast bait 1 into the river, and every fish that has the attribute to eat the bait 1 will be attracted to the bait 1. But if it's a bait 2 and all the fish in the water is attracted to bait 3, then you put in the bait 1, then the fishes will not take the bait. And custom SC is basically the custom SC you want to play. Okay, play a different SC instead of using the default when fish is caught. I did not know what that did, but now I do. Range is basically how far away the bait has to be to the fish for the fish to detect it, and of course how close or how far away the bait have to be for the fish to actually take it, meaning bite it. Custom event, you can make it so every time you pull out a fish a custom event happens. Length is basically no gameplay effects, meaning this is basically if you want to make a fishing game and you want to keep track of the how big the fish you catch are, then you could do that. So basically you set a minimum and a maximum, and then it will generate a random number between that number, so you could catch a fish. If you, let's say the minimum was 1 and then the maximum was 10, you could catch a fish that's maybe 5 pounds, maybe 5.3 pounds, maybe 10 pounds, maybe 1.9 pounds. And weight is the same thing with length, except it's weight. Okay, stats. Ooh, include the fishing cost stat. Stats is basically stats including the the fish caught stat page, true or false. This is something to do with keeping records of this, of what the fishes you catch are, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're gonna skip that because we're not gonna be working on it anyways. Custom text. So when you catch a fish, instead of saying you've caught a fish, you can make it a custom text. Okay, check up on my time. 8 minutes, 2 minutes left. Okay, actually less than 2 minutes left. Okay, so this is where I'm actually gonna start configuring stuff. I'm actually gonna move over to my game, which I've already imported this. And if you, as some of you may know, I do have a fishing system in my game, which isn't the best. It's invented, and that's basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to be replacing my fishing system with this new fishing system that we've made. I have 4 types of fishes. I have 4 types of fish in my game, so it's already set up to have 4 stuff in there. So I'm actually just going to be using the default 4. I might add 1 for the rocks, but mostly the default 4, actually 5. I'm gonna make my 4 fishes and 1 rock. So basically just gonna come up here, see my 4 fish: salmon, catfish, Ooh, I already have a rock too, but we're not gonna be using that rock as something you can catch. But salmon, catfish, anchovy, and bass being the highest one, anchovy being the weakest. So we're going to do this. 40, okay, 48, 49. Basically, just memorize that. Not that I'm going to, but ooh, I already forgot it. Wrong place. Tool database. If that was my computer, would have opened in 0.5 seconds. Okay, the lowest fish being anchovy, ID 41, then 38, 41, 38, 41, 38. Okay, so basically what we're gonna do here is basically just scroll all the way down to the fish setup. So this is the first fish, and it's already labeled for you, so you could put, when you make a new fish, you could definitely you should definitely keep these for references, so you don't need to worry about what these things do. So basically what we're going to do is find the item part. So which one is actually the first fish, which is fish 0. Find the item. Can you leave stuff off? Okay, anyways, so we're just going to change this to 41 just to start. Oop, that's not one, that's an asterisk. Or is that what it's called? Oh, I forgot that my thing is all the way down here. Oops. Scroll all the way up. Okay, so graphics, I'm gonna be using the default stuff that's already there. I'm not gonna be making any default graphics as of now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to this backup, my document. What am I looking for? RPG Maker vs Ace. RPG. Okay, graphics. I've already imported my graphic Gfish, and as you can see, all my graphics. Now let's keep my finger crossed to see if there's actually, no, that's only 2 types of fish. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be making some edits to these 2 fish. I'm going to change the colors, but for now, fish 1 and fish 2 is the fish we're going to be using. Fish 1 and fish 2, and then later I'm going to use Photoshop to change it up. So we're only going to be worrying about fish 1 and fish 2 in this tutorial. So in the next episode, I'm going to start setting up the, I'm going to start setting up the 2 fish that we're going to be using for this tutorial. And then after that, we're going to set up the rod and the bait, and that's it in the next episode. Well, thank you guys again for watching. I will catch you guys next time I upload a video, which will be shortly, because I'm going to be doing this in a series right now. So thank you guys again for watching. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to be updated every time I release a new video. You know what, I'm going to make a separate video for this and then just add it to the end of this video, because this is lengthy stuff to say every single time and stuff hard to forget. Remember. So anyways, thank you guys again for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button every time make sure to hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I release a new video, and if you want to be updated, do it. Also make sure to hit that like button, because it helps me out a lot to know that you guys like what I'm doing. And also make sure to leave a comment if you have any requests. Go ahead and leave it in the comment. If you have any complaints, leave it in the comments. If you have any words of praise, leave it in the comments. Anything you could think of, leave it in the comments. Thank you guys again for watching. Peace.